In a city filled with museums, works by male artists dominate the galleries. Except for this museum.
Our mission overall is to champion women in the arts.
The National Museum of Women in the Arts, the first museum to solely display the work of female artists, opened in 1987, realizing the dream of Wilhelmina Cole Holliday, who with her husband was a renowned art collector.
They had traveled to Europe and seen the art of Clara Peters, who was a 17th century Flemish artist, and really fell in love with it. And they got back to the States and realized that they couldn't find any information about her or any historical woman artist.
The Hollidays made it their mission to collect work by female artists, including this piece by Clara Peters that is now displayed in the museum. It's a favorite of Senior Curator Ginny Treanor.
And I think in this painting in particular, she's really showing off a little bit because you can see the kind of sliminess, the scaliness of the fish.
The building was once the D.C. headquarters for the Freemasons, a fraternal organization of businessmen and politicians.
When this building was originally built for its intended purposes, women were not allowed on the premises.
The museum recently reopened following a 2-year, $70 million renovation, which expanded the gallery space and added a state-of-the-art library for scholars.
When the museum started out, it was really a mission to kind of reinsert women into the history of art. But over the years, as our mission has kind of morphed and evolved, it's really become about advocacy.
That advocacy working to shed a light on the disparities in the art world between men and women. A survey 5 years ago of permanent collections of 18 prominent U.S. art museums found that the artists represented in those institutions were 87% male and 85% white. Another study found that just 11% of acquisitions between 2008 and 2019 involved the work of female artists.
There's still a lot of gender disparity, and also making sure that our collection is reflective of the world around us. And so that includes trans and non-binary artists, that includes women of color, that includes all materials and media.
What would you say to those people who say, you know, it's 2024, do we really need a museum that's dedicated to women in the arts?
Part of me wishes that we weren't needed anymore, but again, when you look at the numbers, it tells a different story.
The National Museum of Women in the Arts is home to pieces by Amy Sherald, Lee Krasner, Bert Morisot, and Frida Kahlo, among other female artists at the top of their field that are often still overlooked. When a visitor walks out of this building, what do you hope they take away from their visit?
That they come away with the idea that there have always been women artists, there will always be women artists, and this is a place where you can come and see some of the best examples of things that women have made over the past 5 centuries.
For more information about the museum, its collections, and its education programs, go to nmwa.org. In Washington, Cassie Simeon, Spectrum News.